By the end of this video, you're gonna want to start your self-improvement training. Guaranteed. Here's the top 5 reasons why you should start your self-improvement journey today. Let's go. Number 1 is absolutely your sense of purpose. So what you'll notice is the more you find out exactly what you're aiming towards, the more you figure out what you're trying to do for your self-improvement and what will benefit you in your life, the more you're gonna find ways to implement those plans and steps. And what that's going to do for you is give you a format that things don't seem as unorganized and things don't seem so uneventful. Things don't seem purposeless. Because if you sit there and aim yourself to say, okay, I need to do this many push-ups by this day, or I need to have this many assignments due by this day, or I'm working towards getting this certain thing, then things don't just seem like you're doing things for no reason, because now you have a purpose, a reason to aim yourself in a direction, in a better position for your life. The second reason why you would want to focus on self-improvement is the physical benefits. So not only are you less mentally stressed, which means you don't have wrinkles under your eyes, right? You don't have wrinkles all over your forehead. You look healthier, you look brighter. You know, as people say, when women sometimes get in like fresh relationships, and guys too, when they get really, really happy after being like in a really bad spot in their life, people say, oh my God, you're glowing. Like, you look so happy, you're glowing. You'll often hear that, or you'll often see that yourself visually in the mirror, or you'll feel it physically when you find your self-purpose. When you don't have a self-purpose, when you're not aiming to do anything, and when you're just living life just to be doing it, you feel drained. You kind of feel like, you don't really have that drive to get out of bed. But the second you find your purpose, suddenly you have all this energy. You have all this desire to do different things you've never done before, to see the world like you've never seen the world before. And like I said, it definitely shows physically. You don't have to necessarily exercise, but most people who start to dive into finding the reason for their being and becoming successful and aiming to do better for themselves often start to exercise. And it's not because, that's the meta, it's the cool thing to do. It's because you have all this abundant of energy. You have so much energy that you have to put into something. And, if you're a male or a female, why not put it to yourself? Why not look better? You look more physically fit. You also feel better about yourself. And that means the older you are and the longer you take care of your temple, which is your body, then the longer you're going to be able to live. The mental benefits allow you to not be depressed. They allow you to continue living your life and having difficulties and being able to take on those difficulties with barely any challenges at all. So instead of looking at something as a problem and just sitting on your ass and being like, oh, I can't solve it, or this is too difficult, or being depressed about it and not trying to move your situation, now that you are trying to self-improve, you kind of feel like anything that's in your path is just a boulder that you can move out of the way. You literally innovate ways to create solutions for any problem that can arise in your life. And that's one of the many, many mental benefits. Coming from somebody who used to be depressed, coming from somebody who used to not know why he was on the planet and just used to be here, literally floating in the wind like a leaf, and to finally, find my purpose, figure out exactly where I want to go and start self-improvement. Everything that becomes a problem is literally, all right, so how am I going to solve it? You don't look at things anymore and the, oh no, why always me mindset. You look at things as, okay, there's a problem in front of me. Let me go solve that so that I can continue self-improving and staying on a path that makes me happy. You prioritize your happiness. So that comes with the physical benefits. That comes with the sense of purpose. That comes with everything in one. That's one of the beautiful, beautiful things about self-improvement. You literally focus on self-happiness. And this kind of sways into the fourth reason why you would want to start self-improvement, which is the law of attraction. So what you'll notice is you'll start attracting people more. You'll start having conversations effortlessly, and you'll be able to interact with people with generally no problem. The reason for this is definitely because of your confidence being boosted from focusing on where you're trying to go in life. The difficulties that you're going to face and that you're going to have to triumph are more than likely going to be a lot more difficult than having a simple conversation with a person. And that's coming from somebody who's an introvert and honestly couldn't hold conversations for a long period of time. The benefits of self-improvement is now being able to just interact with people, and not because of a set goal, but because it just flows naturally. I mean, there's nothing to really be afraid of. Every other challenge in your life is most likely going to be more difficult. And generally, because you're so focused and because you have a path, because you're trying to go somewhere, people are going to become really curious about what you're trying to do. And because of that curiosity, you can use that to your benefit to interact with people and, get new friends, get new allies, and really surround yourself with like-minded people who also have set goals, who can push you to fulfill your goals and you can support them. And that's the easiest way you can surround yourself with people who are trying to go somewhere and motivate you when you don't have the energy to motivate yourself. The goal is, of course, to build yourself to be the best person you can be, but you can't do that by yourself. You need a nice support group that's going to be able to support you through your downfalls, your difficulties, and your tasks that you can use for advice and things that you may not specialize in. And that is something that's very important and something that you can definitely do now once you begin your self-improvement. And with that self-improvement comes the last and best reason why you should start today to get that self-improvement, which is you feel complete. Nothing seems so simple anymore. Everything seems like you can do it. Everything is a challenge just waiting to be conquered. And with that power comes great responsibility. Roll the clip.
When a man changes into the man he's going to become the rest of his life, just be careful who you change into. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
As people, we are responsible for our own lives. We are responsible for our own happiness, regardless of what the universe throws at us. So if you finally want to live your life to the fullest, if you finally want to truly be happy in yourself, no matter what happens in your environment, no matter what happens in your life, so that you can shake that off, and at the end of the day, know that no matter what happens, you have a reason for being, and that you're running full speed towards that goal, so that one day, when you lay on your deathbed, because life isn't forever, everybody comes and goes, that's the circle of life. But knowing and living that when you're gone and when you're laying on your bed, ready to leave this planet, you're smiling because you won. And you won in the victory in the sense that if you went out, you at least went out doing what you wanted to do. And that is the best purpose. That is the best reason for being that anybody could ever have. I appreciate you guys for watching. I definitely hope I convinced you to start this self-improvement, man. Come on, let's quit watching the video, find some hobbies, find things that you love doing, explore those things, and go out there and be the best version that you can be. We're all kings and queens in this world. You just gotta show the world that you are. That's all there is to it. I'll see you on the next one.